Hello friends, welcome to our YouTube channel Quality Talks. So let's have some quality discussion today. So today, as you know, we are going to discuss about functional testing and non-functional testing. So let's understand the concept first, then how to give an answer to the interviewer, and then we will talk about the differences. So when it comes to functional testing, it is testing a software behavior functionality with respect to provided requirement in the SRS. So from SRS or BRS 66, the software requirement specification, business requirement specification documents are there. We will write down the test cases, steps and everything, and then we will validate the functionality, the action, that operations that build is expected to provide. So mainly the technique of verifying this functionally is also called as a black box technique. So when we say black box, where we test things end to end, like we can take an example, like we will, but our expectation is when we do login, home page should populate it. So we will check that, we will enter our valid credential and check the home page is opening or not. So we will not care, we will not internally check about what is happening in the code. So that is generally a black box test technique. So and this function, when we talk about functional testing, it has multiple types of testing: smoke testing, sanity testing, integration, regression, localization, user acceptance. There are multiple types. I'm definitely gonna make video on each type to have a 2-3 minute discussion on each type. So you can refer my videos. So your answer on the functional testing should be like, functional testing is a process of validating software behavior in a black box way. The test cases for functional testing are prepared by referring to the SRS document, and there are several types of functional testings which includes smoke testing, sanity testing, user acceptance testing, localization testing, integration testing, regression testing. So this is a functional aspect which we have discussed, the concept and how you can answer to the interviewer when it is asked that what is functional testing. Now let's move to the non-functional testing. So we know now the market is whole agile market. Everyone want to retain the customer, want to gain new customer. So customer engagement will only happen if your application is so vague, so correct, so its performance is very good, and user is happy with your application. So to have an engagement, a software should be robust in performance, should be easy to use to all the customers, because many of our new users, they also need to understand it quickly, and should also have a security. So to achieve the quality standard in different areas like performance, security, usability, non-functional testing should be applied. So you can define the answer to the interviewer saying, non-functional testing is a process of making reliable application for the business customer. With non-functional testing, business needs to achieve the performance, usability and security in the software. Non-functional testing is very complex to perform it manually, so that it is recommended that you use automated tools, and you know the tools like JMeter, LoadRunner and many other tools for the non-functional testing. And so the types of non-functional testing are basically performance testing, usability, security testing. As I say that, I am going to make a video on each type of testing later. So now you have understood what is functional testing, what is non-functional testing. So let's go with the quick differences. So functional testing validates the operation and action performed by the software, whereas non-functional testing validates the behavior of the application, how the software is behaving, its performance, its durability, its security. We are verifying the behavior, not the functionality. So functional testing In functional testing, SRS or BRS are used to validate the actions and their outcome. Okay, so we take references of SRS and BRS for executing functional tests. In non-functional testing is done on the expectation of the customer. What means expectation of the customer? Customer itself says that my this web application or my this mobile application should be running all the time with the load of 20,000 users. So we will make that application in a way so that we can handle a 20,000 load parallelly. It requires cloud and everything. It is possible, but here I want to say when we say non-functional testing is done on the expectation of the business customer or the client who is giving us a business. So they tells us that it requires this much, make an application for this much load. The third one is like functional testing is carried out manually by executing test case, whereas it is recommended, it is feasible when you use automated way for the non-functional testing. Then definitely you can have a difference in types. In functional it is smoke, sanity, regression, integration, user acceptance, whereas in NFT it is performance, security, usability. And the last one is like example you can give. You can give your own example, so have a confident answer. So here in a functional testing for a movie ticket booking application, we will verify the ticket cancellation functionality works as expected. It's a functional testing. When it comes to non-functional testing, verify the movie ticket application with a load of 1,000 active users works as expected. So this is overall functional and non-functional testing I want to share with you, and definitely if you have any questions you can put in comment section, and if you like the content of the channel, do subscribe.